Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I am full.
I'm high.
Yeah.
How are you?
Full.
Guys, we had a food truck tonight. Kind of.
I'm there.
We'll call it a food
Yeah,
truck.
primarily a food truck.
And they have the best burger I've ever eaten in my life.
Yes.
This isn't a food podcast. We talk about reality TV. In particular, whatever show is in the title of this episode. Just kidding. I know what we want to talk about today. Do you?
The Survivor.
I'm Jen.
I'm Neal.
I'm an American.
You're pulling a fast one. I'm Canadian.
I'm
a teacher.
I'm not.
How the turntables. Oh. We have a cat playing with a paper bag.
Oh, that might be garbage, though. There might be burger containers inside of that.
Oh, she's moving on.
She's my girl. She doesn't stick to any one thing too long. We're watching Survivor.
We got the fallout of last episode.
I'm Jen. I'm a teacher. I'm Canadian. Neal is not a teacher. He went to law school. We watch reality TV. We're in a relationship. It's an international relationship.
Woot woot.
Don't do that.
We're promoting international magical cooperation. Goblet of Fire. Worst movie, best book.
I don't know what's happening right now, but it's not good.
Survivor. Survivor's happening.
Okay, that's it. It's because we're supposed to talk about Survivor. If you're not... This is the tirade I go on for everything.
You need to...
If you're not watching this season of Survivor...
Which a lot of people weren't because it's the season before the actual, season 50 Returners season.
Right. So, if you feel like you only have so much time in the day, only so much time to dedicate, you don't have cable, so you'd have to buy a streaming service, etc., etc., go watch Survivor.
This season, we thought it would be a dud because they barely...
Who cares?
They barely did any marketing for this season. Everything's been season 50.
Then we hear that 2 of them have been invited back for season 50. And so basically this gets confirmed to us very early, which I think was a good move because it at least brings some people in to say, okay, let me be the judge of whether or not there is a contestant on this season worthy of being on Survivor 50.
And if you looked at an article, a lot of them did have who was chosen.
Right, you could get it fully spoiled for yourself.
But if you go
which we might do here, so beware, spoilers ahead. Potentially.
But if you go to CBS's article, they're not going to say. They're going to say unnamed
because
season 50.
the show is still airing. The season is still airing.
So we find ourselves after that wonderful episode last week where somehow Rizzo escaped almost certain death without even having to use his idol.
Savannah, above everyone, wins immunity for herself, but also for the whole team that they've randomly been selected into. She gets to go to tribal council with an individual immunity necklace around her neck and vote if she wants to, but she can save that vote. So she's not telling anyone that she can save it. She's telling everyone she has a vote tonight. So you're going into tonight now being like, wow, Rizzo has an idol, and Savannah, his closest and really only alliance, except for Soph. Blue Sophie.
Yes.
So now he has an extra vote on his side. He can't go home anyway. So what's plan B?
Savannah
was safe.
Oh.
Last episode.
Yes, so plan B, I mean, and you see this right away. Everyone was hoping that they just get out Yellow Sophie.
Right, the one who's already won individual immunity.
And boy, were they upsetty spaghetti when she came back.
Blatantly to her face, showed shock that MC was gone.
Wait, when she even says, whoa, guys, it sure seems like you didn't want me to come back. And nobody says anything.
Dead silence.
And then someone finally said, oh, we're sorry you feel that way. No, he didn't say, oh, that wasn't the case. We're sorry you feel that way.
And then behind her back, though, are saying the fact that she didn't have it on the radar that she was the most logical one to send home out of the group of people who were at Tribal at the end of last episode means she really doesn't have a read on the game.
But I counter that with, y'all wanted Savannah gone, so how did Sophie...
You didn't have a backup plan until you had to have one.
Until they were already gone, everyone was like, it's going to be Sophie.
Ooh, how important of a factor do you think that was? That the others weren't there?
Weren't a part of...
Do you think it would have been Soph going home if the others were all safe but could have voted? Or even were all safe and could have watched Tribal? Because they didn't even watch. They stayed home on the island.
I mean, if they voted, I think, Soph would have been the one going home. But I think then Rizzo would have had to have used his idol.
So that's a very hypothetical. This is the thing. This is why I needed to come to you guys. They are throwing whatever they can at the wall and seeing what sticks. And I am here for it. And more often than not, they're striking gold, in my opinion. I know some people are watching and being like, oh, the same old tired immunity challenge. This is the same old challenges. I don't feel that way.
No.
I feel like they're just as good as they always were.
Like, they're doing the same things, but adding a wrinkle.
Yes.
Like, instead, usually they would have had two separate tribals, but instead it was one tribal, one safe people, and they didn't get to see it.
And I think a lot of factors went into that, like, what's his name, getting bitten by a snake, a sea snake.
And then this episode, they're about to do the challenge, immunity challenge, and there's two necklaces, which they do every season now, for the most part. But it's the winner for the women, or the longest person for the women and the men.
So Neal and I, Neal hilariously points out that he's like, this could be Rizzo and Savannah. Like, if that's the case, if producers keep setting up perfect ways for both of them to be safe, and they get so far in the game, do you think they were favored from the beginning? Because, spoiler alert, they are the two cast members on season 50. So Neal and I talk endlessly about which combination of, well, then who do we think wins this season? Because I think if either Rizzo or Savannah win this season, I don't think they should have been brought back.
Oh, unless, here, I've been thinking about that, because they brought I didn't mute this, weird. Because they're bringing Kyle back from last season who won. I think if it's such a steamroll, like if Rizzo's in the final three or Savannah's in the final three and they get the majority, I think it's more of a case of, holy cow, let's see them against other winners.
Because with all of the inconsistencies in Survivor, if they were on the bottom at the beginning of the merge and they make it to the end, so you think they are... If that's how it goes, then it's a legitimate winner. I think there's nothing they could do this season that if they won, it would make me feel like they deserve to be on 50.
Right.
I think it's fine that they're both on 50. I hope neither of them win. Does that make sense? But I want them to play a good game but not win it, so they feel the need to come back. Versus if they win it, I'm going to say, okay, that was a good season. I'm glad... Rizzo won it. I'm glad Savannah won it, but I wouldn't want to see them back.
Right.
That's where I rank the season, but it's a good season. Go watch it.
We're in the final 9, and since it's Savannah and Rizzo, they're from the same tribe. They're in the same alliance. Like, there's no way they don't make, I said top 6 earlier, probably top 5. Because if you didn't, you've made one great move so far.
They have so much power.
Yes,
though.
They have extra
But can be very short-lived power. You could really, if they are truly on the bottom, there should be no scenario tonight where at least 2 of them do not need to use their powers. So let's run down what they have. If
they pull off a heist tonight, they could suddenly become the majority and don't need that power.
Then they're in the power alliance. They took majority. They took the power, and they still have That's like being in first place in Mario Kart and having 3 red shells left over from when you were like in 5th place. Like you're eating good in the neighborhood.
Yeah. So they have.
That was a really good comparison.
They have a.
Tell me it was a really good comparison.
It was a really good comparison.
Thank you so much.
They have an immunity idol, which Rizzo has.
Yes.
Which everyone knows about.
Everybody
Which he hasn't used 2 weeks in a row when their goal was to set out to make him use it.
First week, he's fully, I'm going to use it. I'm letting everybody know. Has his Survivor moment where he takes it out of his bag and shows it to everybody and says, I will be playing this tonight. So he proves that he has it, says he's going to play it, does not play it.
Right.
There's no scenario in which you should have let him get through a second tribal council with an immunity idol.
Right.
So that's what kind of knocks down the quality of players I think there are. That's how I feel about D as well. I feel like that's a good comparison. If you watch D's season or if you follow us, we watched the challenge. D from Survivor was on the challenge. She's going to be on Survivor 50. I think it'll be interesting how she stacks up against competent players because she just had everyone on her island like flawlessly fooled.
Yes. Savannah's got an extra vote, which you could say that the alliances are 6-3, but I'd say it's more 5-4. I think Yellow Sophie is...
So an extra vote is a big deal with the number of people left.
Yes, and then Blue Soph has knowledge is power, but she doesn't know...
Who has the idol?
The other idol, yes.
Well, yeah, she could claim Rizzo's, I guess, but there'd have to be some strange situation where that happened, because I think he would genuinely use it on her. Do you? Well, maybe he wouldn't. I think he'd save it for himself. The fact that he's had the balls to save it twice now, not use it twice...
But he didn't need to use it on one of his alliance members either time.
No,
so.
He hasn't yet. I'm saying those 2 times he should have used it on himself.
Right.
No, I don't think the opportunity has arisen yet. I'm just saying... A good gust of wind could blow that all away.
Right.
Like, you could have to use a lot of that in one night. So if they do keep surviving, if either one of them has the necklace on tonight, oh, sorry, I kicked the cat. He's on my beanbag chair. I'm resting my legs on it. Did I wake you?
Oh, he's upset.
I'm so... He just gave my foot a little nibble.
So, looking at the numbers, even if Yellow Sophie went back to the majority, it's 6-3.
I love that you call this like a sports.
They want to split the vote on Rizzo and Savannah. So they think Yellow Soph would vote for them, so it would be 4 on one, 3 on the other. But in reality, it would be 3-3. And then you have 3 being the minority alliance. But you have the extra vote, which would put it at 4. And
you get to count it as a person.
Right. So you could send anyone home then.
Right.
So
the tides are about to turn forever, maybe.
If he didn't have that idol,
yes,
they would be screwed.
Right.
But I'm shocked.
But we have to bring up the fact that Blue Soph, I love that we've combined both nicknames to be very clear about which Sophie we're talking about. She has knowledge is power. Out of the 3 of the underdogs, so I'm talking Blue Soph, Savannah, and Rizzo, who, like we're talking about, could very soon completely overtake the power in the game. I think she has the most likely ability to get close with the other side. Because she seems like she's just from nowhere, right? Like, well, whose side is she on? So I could actually see them telling her that what's-her-name
has an idol.
Yes.
My dream scenario is Rizzo and Savannah win the...
I did it again.
Win the immunity. Then Blue Soph finds out Christina, whichever one, has the idol. And she plays it at... Because she knows...
How does it work? When you do that, do they hand over the idol and you have to play it? Or you can just pocket it and be like, thanks, and have the balls to not play it?
I think they just have to give it to you.
That's kind of weird.
But
I love it.
Everyone that's used it has then used the idol because you use it in a dire situation.
Right.
So, I mean, I haven't seen any Reddit posts about this episode, so I have no idea what happened.
But see, I think it's incredible already. I like the fact that there's going to be a boy winner and a girl winner. I don't know. I just think.
I mean, how many guys are left? Jawan.
Right? So it's like, is it even a fair fight? Like,
four
that's a
guys,
really,
5 women.
really weird choice to do that. That's not even teams. Do they feel that it's going to be a really big difference?
I think they're just trying something new.
Me too, because I think historically at this point, we probably just have as many female individual immunity winners as men.
Right.
So, like, I don't think you can be like, oh, they have to be in different heats because, it's not like it's men's basketball and women's basketball. It's Survivor.
Right. Usually,
it's ring toss.
I'm going to be that guy.
Oh, boy.
As soon as you hit the merge, generally, women are like, we have to have a women's alliance to get rid of the men.
That's something that happens, yes.
But this season, because the buff dude went home at the beginning of the season, you're not looking at any of the guys and being like, oh, this dude's a challenge beast. Like, they're a bunch of twerps.
But I also think that rhetoric, you don't think that's tired yet. I do. Do I think people still use it as an excuse to target someone sometimes? Yes. But I don't think there's any sort of like, oh, the buff guy who looks like Tarzan wins Survivor.
Right, because all of the challenges, once you hit the merge, are favored towards women.
Balance. Like holding your own body weight. Your feet size. If you have smaller feet, you're going to be better at it. If you're better at balancing, if you have a stronger core.
Last week's challenge, all the guys were out very quickly.
Listen, do yoga. Yoga makes you so strong. I need to go back to yoga.
So, like, this challenge is different, though, I think, because you're basically in the leg press position and you have to hold up a weighted disc.
I think that would be so hard. Basically, it's like, not cobbler position, because that's just down on the mat.
If you've ever done a leg press.
Oh, yeah, okay. I know, but there are people who haven't done a leg press.
You're sitting on a couch with your legs outstretched, holding, or 90-degree angles, holding a disc up. That's basically, like, this is more geared towards somebody that works out.
Yes, stamina.
I didn't hear him say if they're doing it, if the disc even has any weight at all, or if it's weighted in comparison to how much everybody weighs. Because even if it wasn't weighted, your legs, it's like a wall sit. Your legs are going to be exhausted after a little while.
That's what I'm trying to remember what it would be called in yoga. Because, every pose has a name. Because do you think it's easier or harder having to push up against something? Because in yoga, you just do it. Oh, sorry, Winnie. Now I'm punching the other cat. You just have to do it in the air.
Right.
Like, is this easier or harder, or is it the same? To have to push against something? Oh, but is it pushing back against you? Like, how hard do you have to push? Oh, yeah, you'd be expending so much more feet energy trying to hold the disc where it is.
You wouldn't want to barely...
I don't think this is going to last very long.
You wouldn't want to barely be touching it. You want to be firm on it.
I'm going to put my legs down now and rest them, and let's do it.
And they're all exhausted, so I don't think this is going to be very long. And if it's weighted, even shorter.
Yeah, okay.
But,
are we going to go watch it and see?
I think Alex probably has the biggest advantage in this for men. Women...
Really?
He seems like he's at least been to the gym once in his life. Maybe...
I know, but if you lose strength so quickly.
True. And he's heavier.
So, yes, if he can't hold himself up right now out of weakness, because, they're all weak, I don't think he can win this.
Well, I guess we'll see. Maybe the Risk God will win. We're going to go watch.
Guys, can you figure out a way for us to go to BravoCon next year? This is going to be my campaign for the year.
Okay,
we'll
get back.
Be right back. Please don't leave. We love you.
Oh my, we almost had a disaster. I was going to stop the podcast instead of pausing it.
Don't do that.
Okay, so we just finished the challenge. I was half right. Savannah won.
To be clear, we're still not finished the episode.
Yes. I just wanted to get these thoughts out here. So, Chris, a.k.a. Steven, won. generic white male that's been barely focused on the entire season. He wins. Rizzo's out in like the first 10 seconds. Okay.
You might be exaggerating a little.
But here's the thing. For the women, Yellow Sophie finished in second. So she's won second place, then second place in the 3 challenges. If I'm the rest of the people that were hoping she would be gone, they have like a rage at Savannah, but she's safe. Then they have a rage for Rizzo for some reason, that he's the most deadly player ever. What, they should be laser focused on Yellow Sophie. They've already don't care that she was potentially going to get voted out. She's almost winning every challenge. So like, if they just laser focus on Rizzo again, I will be so confused, because he's terrible at the challenges. So really, you're just basing it on gameplay, which, yes, he's very good at the gameplay, but he's not going to win an individual challenge. So you're going to have a chance to vote him out every time.
Right.
Whereas she keeps getting close every time. So I don't know if I'm not seeing something. We'll see what happens in the next few minutes, but I will be shocked if they just go back to Rizzo, which he is an idol. He should probably play it this time. But if he gets away with not playing it again, I will be
But
stunned.
you know what? Also on the other side, to counter that, as you would say, he's still not the end-all be-all. Just because Rizzo has one immunity idol, well, maybe we're not even worried about getting rid of you yet because you haven't been able to win individual immunity.
That's what I'm saying. That's the way they should.
Say that?
Well, no, that's how they should be thinking. But they don't think that in the last 3 episodes.
They've been thinking of, we have to have a backup plan for Rizzo, instead of, why are we worrying about Rizzo and playing your best game?
Right.
What's best for you?
Like, the majority alliance is set up to just vote out Yellow Sophie.
Yes.
She's already ostracized. You don't need the minority to do it. She has nothing. So if it should just be an easy vote, and maybe that's the way it goes, because again, I didn't see any Reddit posts like I did last week.
And also because we're not finished the episode.
Yeah, so we will see. I just wanted to get these little thoughts out here before the scheming begins. We'll be back.
You're a mean girl, Caddy.
Okay, so we just finished the episode. I just said this to Jen. They did a great job editing this specific episode, because they made it seem like one thing was going to happen and then it didn't, and it went the other way. So I commend the editors, because on the beach, the logical thing, like we just discussed, was Yellow Soph. Pivot to her. And of course, they didn't do that at all. In fact, she was immediately approached to be like, let's go for Rizzo. And Blue Soph is our backup for some reason. Because I don't think they realize she's really in the minority.
But do you remember what I said at the beginning of the episode before we were podcasting? When we were still eating, you said, do you think it's just going to be Alex this week? And I said, yeah, to remove the biggest unknown variable, really. Because he could really go with either side. So if his name got thrown out there, the current majority alliance, who are going to lose, would be happy to have a week where it was just Alex.
Right.
We said that at the beginning, then the whole episode completely pivoted away from Alex completely.
Right. And which it's funny, because prior to this episode, Alex was staunchly anti-minority. Like, he voted with the majority each time. So he must have panicked at the beginning or done something to trigger, oh, he's playing both sides. I know Rizzo, he was planting the seed in everybody's mind this whole episode.
And I guess maybe just automatically having come from a 2-person tribe, like if he talked to Soph at all, wouldn't they be like, uh-oh?
Yeah, that's true. So
I'm just spitballing.
The plan was to split on Rizzo and Blue Soph, and then the minority was going to vote for Alex because, again, he seemed like the safest vote to get somebody out.
And again, they're hell-bent on getting Rizzo out, which I said, did I say this on the podcast or did I just say this to you? Like, why do we care about getting Rizzo out so much? Yes, we want to flush an idol, but, like, honestly, who cares? He's not that good. He hasn't won individual immunity. He's in the minority alliance. Every week you want to get rid of him. So what you're ending up having to do is go with your backup plan instead of just being like, he's not even a threat. Put him on the back burner. Forget about him. What should plan A be?
Right. So
he shouldn't be plan A.
I was saying this, like, he was the first person out in this challenge, like a minute in. He's terrible in challenges. So what threat does he pose other than having an idol?
And you're a majority. And you let him having an idol control your tribal 3 weeks in a row.
And
unsuccessfully. You don't even have anything to show for it. Whew.
And it's like, this is what confuses me. So Jawan is staunchly, I need to get Rizzo out.
Yes.
Like every episode. And Sage is hell-bent on getting Savannah out.
Yes.
Jawan and Rizzo bonded at the beginning of the season. Like it, and out of nowhere, then all of a sudden he's like, in like the third episode, I have to get Rizzo out no matter what. So I thought for sure that and how they were talking at Tribal, that he was going to vote for Rizzo and that him and Sage were just going to go with the majority. And Rizzo ends up not playing his idol.
Again.
3 weeks in a row. And they vote out Alex.
Just Alex.
Sage
like we said at the beginning.
Sage and Juwan vote with the minority. Nothing was used.
Savannah didn't have to use her vote. We haven't used knowledge is power. Spoiler alert. The trailer for the next episode, the preview for the next episode, has a gasping noise.
From the jury.
Looking shocked.
That the only thing, there are two possibilities.
Well,
one is the knowledge is power, the most likely one. She uses it on Christina.
No one knows she has that.
Right. The second one is that Christina just quits.
What?
She was sobbing at the beginning of the episode saying, I can't be around these people. At the beginning of the preview.
I think everyone's entitled to their meltdown. I don't think she's quitting.
Again, I think it's more than likely the knowledge is power. She finds out Christina has it. Or Christine, I apologize. I can't remember. She's barely featured in the episodes.
Even though she's she's now found an idol.
Right. I think...
Wait, and who? Someone told someone that she found it.
Sage. So Sage knows. And I think in the preview that...
Loose lips sink ships.
Juwan is like, we're about to blow up this game. Are you ready? And I think it's because Sage is going to tell people about that idol. And that sends Christine into a spiral or something. I don't know. They blew it. I think now you have Yellow with the 3 yellow people. Steven, Christine, Soph. Yellow Soph, but she voted for Alex, so maybe not. Then you have Jawan and...
I think you could get her back.
Yes.
She's just going to protect herself.
Jawan and Sage, and then you have the minority. I don't think you have 2 alliances anymore. I think you have 3.
Yeah.
And the minority alliance has most of the power.
Yep.
But they don't know about Jawan and Sage being flip-floppy.
I know, but having knowledge is power is crazy. Because, you know you're safe. No one else knows. And no one knows that you're going to take safety from someone else. What if leading up to that whole tribal, they're banking on Christine's idol?
Right.
What if it's going to be, they're anticipating it being in play? That's the ideal move. You think you're going to need to use it.
Yeah, I could see...
That means the tides would really have switched.
So if, let's say... Yeah, I mean, the yellow team, if their position gets destroyed, I see Rizzo asked Yellow Soph about Juwan and Sage specifically, and she said, I don't know. But I think now she would tell Rizzo, straight up, they've been conspiring against you. But it's hard to do that because they just voted with him, so he wouldn't really believe her. I think the red team is completely unaware of them still. I think one of those two has the potential to be the runaway winner.
I think Sophie could win the game.
Yellow or blue?
Sophie. Blue Sophie.
Blue Sophie. Yeah, I think...
Because I said this to you, too. Are we not sitting back and wondering, out of 6 people on her team, why she and Alex ended up as the 2?
Yeah.
Like, why she always convinced people to stay? And now she's in the Underdog Alliance. She has a power that basically no one knows about. If she can get enough... I mean, knowledge is power.
Yeah.
If you're stupid enough to tell someone you can't trust that you have an idol and they take it from you, you deserve it.
Yeah?
Like that, but yeah, that has to be the gasp. Because that's the most powerful power.
Oh, yes. And I mean...
How do people feel about it? That's the question of today's episode. How do you feel about the knowledge is power?
The only other thing I can think of is she uses it on Rizzo and completely screws him over. But
oh, I don't think so.
That would just... I think that would tank her game.
Oh, I'm just imagining all next episode being about Sophie wooing people into telling her secrets. And really collecting knowledge is power. I think if she plays this knowledge is power well, she should win this season. And I hope she does win this season because I hope Savannah or Rizzo don't.
Right.
Because that's my argument. I hope they don't win, but I'm happy they came back.
I think you're going to see scrambling big time from Yellow because it's like, okay, we've had plans 2 weeks in a row now where we had the clear advantage and we have gained nothing and only lost.
Blew it.
Because they were not a part of the Alex. So they're like,
I mean, and also, did we even talk about, like, Savannah won immunity?
Yes, we did talk about that.
So, like, again, she made it much easier for her alliance, too. So, like, they're just playing a well-rounded, good game from the bottom. Like, started from the bottom,
well, okay,
now
so
we are here.
Here's my thing, because next week is probably just going to be a single immunity winner. I think that the pivot strategy is going to be everyone needs to vote out Savannah.
Yeah.
Yellow, and that's why Sage and...
Does Savannah have something? Oh, an extra vote. So that doesn't necessarily keep her safe.
Well, no, but I think that's why somehow they're going to be like, okay, so if you need to join in and get her out, here's how you can trust me. Christina has an idol.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's my guess.
Our doorbell just rang.
Yes.
Do you think it's my mom?
Did she give you the tickets?
Yes. There's no way she'd be here.
It's only 5:30. But on a Saturday?
But it's so dark. Oh, gosh, guys. I detest the winter. Detest the winter.
I feel like I heard somebody get into a car.
Okay.
But yeah, this was... it's like the Jesse from Breaking Bad meme. He can't keep getting away with this.
Apparently he can.
3 weeks in a row.
And I'd be way less impressed if they just didn't make such a big deal out of it. There are lots of advantages in this game. There's a lot going on.
You're letting him build his resume because he's going to say, I convinced you to vote for Alex.
Yeah.
I convinced you to take out MC.
And it's advantageous for you to know where the idol is until you feel that you need it. Then vote him out, throw it back into the jungle so you can go look for it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the devil you know. They said that at Tribal. I think that's kind of legit.
Yeah. So, again, great on the editing. The way that they spoke at Tribal made it seem like Juwan was going to vote for Rizzo.
Yeah. Oh, you were convinced. You're like, oh, maybe Rizzo goes home this episode. And I hadn't even considered that to be an option. If he did, I don't know what he would have been doing getting cast on 50.
Right. So, I still think you have to... We haven't seen the best plays yet. I think next week is going to be...
Well, I think now that he's saved it 3 times when they've been obsessed with him, now he deserves to be on it. 3 was my floor.
Like, that's crazy. how it.
Yeah, it is.
But it's also
Speechless.
how did they not pivot to Yellow Sophie, the challenge goddess? 3 weeks.
It was her and Savannah again, neck and neck.
Yes, and they didn't even think that way.
Those girls definitely do yoga. That's so hard to do.
Yeah.
That leg press. It's like, stop talking.
Steven, I think he could have gone long. Like, he wasn't really even. Savannah's didn't move the entire time.
Nope.
So
She looked over at Sophie and said, I'm not going to lose.
I think it was set up perfectly. If she wouldn't have won, they knew she was going to be one of the votes, and they knew Rizzo was going to be one of the votes. It would have been split 3-3-3. She uses extra vote. They pick who goes home. Well, extra vote 4. Yeah, they would pick then who goes home because they would have 4. And yet they didn't even have to do any of that. It should.
So that's what makes this not good enough of a season. Because the majority, as much as I love a majority not winning, they're getting defeated so easily, it seems like, at this point. You had a
7-3 majority, and now it's 5-3.
And, like, I think Sage is a good player. I think some of them are, like, okay at this.
I think Sage is realizing, like, the yellow players are not very good at this game.
Uh-huh.
We need to remove the wild card of Alex, and we need to somehow become the majority. Like, her and Juwan. Juwan is paranoid. I think if you float his name around soon, he's going to panic.
Oh, he's going to do whatever you ask him to, as long as it's not him.
And I think Sage is going to sneak up and could win this game.
And I don't know if I would be mad if she did either.
But also, I think she could have such a target. She's so zeroed in on Savannah that I think it could come back to blow up in her face.
She is pretty laser focused.
Yeah.
But guys, we've been playing. Neal got me a Switch 2 for my birthday, and we've been playing Coin Runners on Mario Kart. If you've never given Coin Runners a chance, it's fun. It's almost like a cozy girl game. I mean, you do attack each other with items. Should we include fewer items?
No.
I think we would advantage, though. I think if the computers had fewer.
But that's boring then.
But then we have fewer.
I like chaos.
You like the chaos of it all?
In Super Smash Bros., I like a ton of items. I like chaos.
I usually put on just Pokeballs.
Yes.
But, like, as many as you'll throw at me. Like, I want there to be a continuous Pokemon on the battlefield.
Yes.
Ideally, I own it so that it does not attack me. But I will take them. Attacking me. I hope you get a Goldeen. It's nothing personal. I'm just a very competitive lady. Goldeen.
I'll get a Deoxy and shoot a cannon from the top.
Oh my gosh, guys. I think we need to go play Mario Kart. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. I definitely need some water, too.
Oh, we got a lot to do before Mario Kart.
I need something to bring me down into this atmosphere.
I need to put that back in the fridge.
What?
Your drink that you haven't drank half of yet.
I think I almost got to have. That's more than I would normally drink.
That's true. Okay.
I've already had another real beverage today besides water.
True.
I had hot chocolate. How much liquid do you think I have room for?
We're gonna go.
Guys, thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much.
And we'll see you next time. And please come back.
Bye.